KP's Video News, baby. You know what time it is.
Yes, and I'm here again, and I'm trying to report this story. I got two stories I need to report. The other day, I did a story on Jeanette DuBois that was they played with Lona on Good Times. That was probably one of the shows that she was probably well known for. And then there was a second female actress that passed away, and I can't remember if I did her story or not. But anyway, Boys in the Hood star Esther Scott that passed away at age 66, and that was like on the 18th of February. So Esther Scott, known for her role in the 1991 Boys in the Hood, died last week at the age of 66 years old. The outlets report Scott was found unconscious on February 11th after suffering an apparent heart attack in her Santa Monica home. The Queens-born actress was taken to the hospital where she remained up until her passing on February 14th. She loved what she did. She would get stopped on the street often, and people would recognize her, but they didn't know her name. Scott's sister, Sean, told the news media, "Hopefully now people will remember her name, her work, and her contributions she gave to the entertainment industry." Scott began her career as a voice actress in 1985's animated series Star Wars. She would go on to appear in a slew of projects throughout the next 3 decades, starting in shows like Full House, Heart of Dixie, The Steve Harvey Show, Sister Sister, as well as films such as Encino Man, Austin Powers, and Goldmember, You Got Served, Dreamgirls, The Pursuit of Happiness, Transformers, and The Birth of a Nation. In the wake of the tragic news, fans took to social media to express condolences and pay tribute to the veteran actress. And I'm going to try and attempt to put her picture here so you can see her picture. I'm going to make an attempt to do it. Bear with me. Attempt here, and that's her picture there. Esther Scott, and she was in Boys in the Hood. You know, that was with Larry Fishburne, Cuba Gooding Jr., and Ice Cube. That was, Boys in the Hood movie, and that was like one of the few first movies that started coming out featuring kids' life in Los Angeles, teenagers, things they go through in LA. Colors, I think Colors was the first one. But anyway, also we lost another black female actress today, and this is a news update. B.SMITH, lifestyle guru, entrepreneur, and former model, dies of Alzheimer's disease, and that was the picture that you saw at the beginning of the video. And B.SMITH, the groundbreaking style guru, restaurateur, author, and former model, passed away Saturday, February 22nd, from early onset Alzheimer's disease. She was 70 years old. Smith's husband, Dan Gatsby, announced her death via Facebook on Sunday, which is today. It is with great sadness that my daughter, Dana, and I announced the passing of my wife, Barbara Elaine Smith. The statement reads, B died peacefully Saturday on February 22nd. Early onset Alzheimer's disease in our home in Long Island, New York. Barbara Elaine Smith was born in Everson, Pennsylvania on August 24th, 1949. Smith began her modeling career in the 60s, working for Ebony Fashion Fair and later sounding with the Wilhelmina Models. Smith covered 15 magazines during her modeling days, including becoming the first black model to cover Mademoiselle magazine in 1976. Additionally, Smith appeared on TV commercials for Mercedes-Benz and worked as a spokesperson for Verizon, Colgate, Palmolive, and more. Smith opened her first multiple restaurants in New York City's theater district in 1986, She also opened restaurants on Long Island, New York, and Washington, D.C. For nearly a decade, Smith hosted the nationally syndicated show B.SMITH with Style, captivating audiences with her bright personality and unforgettable smile. Smith also produced multiple specials for TV One and was best-selling author. Her signature tagline, "Whatever you do, do it with style," was featured at the Smithsonian's National Museum of African American History and Culture. In 2001, Bed Bath & Beyond debuted the B.SMITH Style Home Collection. The collection, which included bedding, doormats, and more, made Smith the first black woman to have home decor line sold by a national retailer. So she was a groundbreaking entrepreneur. Smith publicly revealed her Alzheimer's diagnosis to CBS News in 2014. During an interview, Smith didn't shy away from expressing her fears of battling disease and admitted that she initially tried to hide it, but she was determined by persevering in spite of Alzheimer's. "I think the future is going to be fine," Smith said at the time. "I'm going to do my best to make it work out for me and as many people as I can possibly help." And what she eventually did was she eventually wrote a book about Alzheimer's, and trying to find the title of that book, but I don't see it right now. And I'll come back and I'll just write that in my comments section. And B.SMITH, she was definitely a true pioneer when it came to like modeling and entrepreneur and restaurateur, restaurant owner. And rest in peace, B.SMITH. Rest in peace, Esther Scott. And rest in peace, Jeanette DuBois. Old folks had a saying. They had a saying that sometimes those things happens in threes, and sure enough. Peace, my people. Peace.